Sweet. It's all right.
You know, it's just never that great.
You know, it's never that great when you're in the wrong location, you know?
Exactly, Augie. What do you think?
Dude, I'm just not feeling lucky right now. What can I change? What can make me feel better? Like,
let me think for 3 minutes.
just down on my
Lucky's
luck.
on third
Amen.
Really?
here in Winona, Minnesota. Lucky's on third is a bar.
Really?
The bar in Winona, Minnesota. They're located right next to Herbert's on Gerbert's. Herbert's on 3rd Street here in Winona. And it's the best bar in this reality. That's for sure.
I mean,
once the metaverse comes out. How nice?
How nice?
I feel like you're setting me up for something. I'm not catching it, but it's too nice. Not too nice for you though. Go on over there.
Shit, boys.
You know what you can get over there?
What?
Good deals on drinks.
amen.
Good bar games.
Well, hey,
Trivia.
tonight I'm feeling
A good
lucky.
time.
Then I'm going to Lucky's.
Love it. Lucky's on third. Thanks for sponsoring the pod. Thank you for listening. Keep on listening. Keep on tuning in. If you don't like, comment, and subscribe, you're going to have 8 years of bad luck.
Don't want that.
We're
Sometimes
going,
I might just like emotionally just not give a shit anymore and just like try to like hit as many pedestrians.
I might just emotionally not give a shit anymore and start killing people on the street. That's what you just
This
said.
is what I'm talking about. See, if you sit
All right,
down,
we're going to clap in. We're going to clap in. All right, so everybody be quiet. It's producer stuff. Pod show. Augie's going to murder.
okay, so like I was saying, if you sit down with Augie for about 30 minutes and watch him play any video game ever,
Oh, yeah, he gets
especially first-person
bloodlust.
shooters,
Bloodlust.
if you watch that look in his eyes, you know, if you watch a documentary about a serial killer,
Sing it.
you know, Isaac's 30-minute
Pot show. Yeah. Please don't go. Baby. It's 30-minute pot show.
Oh.
Okay.
Welcome to Isaac's 30-minute pod show. You had a thought. You were going to say it. Go ahead.
So I was just saying that if you sit down with Augie for about 30 minutes, no more, no less,
Yeah.
and you watch him play a first-person shooter video game,
Right.
you know,
Like Grand Theft Auto.
like Grand Theft
or
Auto,
Call of Duty.
and you just stare in his eyes,
Doom.
you know, like you've watched those
Halo.
we've all watched those documentaries about serial killers, you know, murderers, worst of the worst,
Right.
and they have that look in their eyes.
They got that glint.
You know, they're staring at the camera and there's no emotion.
Yeah.
You know, I'll go with it.
Augie's playing GTA 5.
Don't go with that.
And Augie's full speed, just killing. There's nothing more, nothing less.
You see
Death.
these eyes?
And Augie's just
You see these eyes?
like that. It's
just
like that
cold.
every
Welcome.
time.
Cold-blooded lust.
Every time.
I'm scared for my life. Welcome to Isaac's 30-minute pod show. I am Isaac. Take a knife and stab my eyes out because I don't want to see the eyes of a murderer. For thighs, yonder. Hey.
How's it going, Isaac?
Good, man. Hey, you guys can introduce yourself. You go ahead first. You go right ahead. I don't want to make you wait longer than I have to. That's what you hear before you die, or are we okay? Are we gonna die? Is this the last episode of the podcast?
Nah,
You know-
man.
What do your thighs look like?
Dude, my thighs look like some freaking. You know what they would be the equivalent of?
What?
The Great Twin Towers.
You know, let me stop you there. Let me stop you there.
Just
So Isaac,
soaring through the sky. It was just strength.
Whoa.
Let
I
me-
have bad news
let
for
me
your thighs,
stop
buddy.
you there.
Don't.
Canceled. First cancel of the day. Domnic. Okay, you need to stop because we don't
Dominic,
allow
remember
that.
when we talked about mic etiquette?
Okay, I'm sorry.
5 minutes
We'll take
later,
it down.
just screaming into the mic.
We'll take it down. We'll take it
I was
down
just
instead.
trying to say that they're strong, man. They're
That's a terrible representation.
Terrible.
You know what?
Terrible.
You know
You know, have you listened to the Biggie Small songs where he references the Eiffel Towers?
The Eiffel Tower. Those classic Eiffel Towers.
The New York Trade Center. The New York Trade Center.
You know what?
But it was before it
They
happened.
were a godly structure before they were taken down.
Yeah.
So you know what? I
All right.
at least can say I had some godly fucking thighs.
We'll stand by it.
Wait,
You
I
know-
wanna clarify something with you. You mentioned that there was a reference to a Trade Center attack in a song before it happened.
Yeah. So
Are you
Oh, I
aware
didn't
that
hear
the
that.
Trade Center was bombed in
Yep.
'92?
Yep. And so
Okay.
that's what Biggie Smalls was referring to his reference.
I had a similar thing. The 1998 Godzilla, they referenced that '92
Godzilla.
attack. And I had a similar feeling. I was like, oh gosh,
That one was
the
from
writers
Mark.
of
Like they knew.
Godzilla planned
Shout
it.
out to
Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah, the writers of Godzilla are behind the 9/11 attacks. You heard it here
100%,
first. Hey,
100%.
who the hell are you, dude? Introduce yourself and your thighs.
My name's Domnic, and I personally, I've heard a couple of questions. You ask people about their thighs, and
do.
I just don't think that's the way to introduce someone.
Really?
I
Okay.
think what Isaac, as a
God
podcast
damn.
show host,
Yeah.
you should ask someone, hey, what's your name?
Right.
What do you want to be in life?
Okay.
You preface this with this physical body part,
Right.
And that's just, it's not the way to go.
Am I
mean,
canceled?
I don't want to cancel the host, but cancel. Like, it's just you're
Damn.
canceled.
If
But-
I hadn't been canceled a million times already, maybe 68.
So every previous guest you've had on here is illegitimate. Have you heard about?
You came to really take over this show. You came with a fucking plan. You were like, I'm going to make this show mine. He goes, every other person who's ever been on this podcast
sorry.
is
You know,
inferior to me.
For everyone out there listening on your headphones or whatnot, I just want you to know. Every guest you've heard on here is illegitimate. And so, you hear about, you learn about Great Britain, the old kingdoms and whatnot.
The old
The
kingdoms.
monarchies, the kings and the queens of this world.
Right.
And every so often you hear about the illegitimate son,
Yeah, the
So-
bastards.
Yes. And
Yeah.
so Isaac is this one who's been delegating illegitimate hosts. And so someone like myself and Augie alongside me,
right.
we're legitimate.
Okay.
Dude, I'm too legit.
Legit to quit.
I'm
Legit.
too
That's where we're at.
legit.
Quit. Does
to
he do a
quit.
cue?
Too
quit.
legit to quit.
That was a
Okay.
really good intro,
Too
but I'm
legit.
still going to insist that you tell me one thing about your thighs. Because this is my goddamn show.
When it comes to my thighs, they're pretty good proportion to the rest of my body.
Yeah, I'd say so. You got some nice
But-
kickers.
But it is what it is.
I'm Dominic. It is what it is for thighs. You want to say your last name on this, or are we trying to keep that out?
We're keeping that out.
We're keeping
today.
that out, okay.
We're keeping that out today.
That's fair.
Keeping
That's
it
fair.
out.
Not all of us can be canceled. In due time, we'll
Nope.
get you.
No.
We'll get you. Nope. Absolutely not. Hey,
me.
hey, Dom. Do you remember the first time we met?
I think one of the first times we met had to been so your family hosted the 4th of July parties.
Yeah, we
Oh,
used to throw
dude.
some bangers at 4th
Those
of
Some
July
were
parties.
bangers.
Yeah.
crazy,
Papa
Yeah.
John
man.
was going crazy.
Oh, he went nuts.
He was end of the dot.
Dude, it wasn't just
You
Pop.
know,
It was
pants
all
off
the
going
fucking
crazy.
dads, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, you all.
going nuts.
You got. I'm sorry to cut you off, but you remember that year that like just shit went
Fireworks.
fucking crazy
Yeah.
with the fireworks.
Yeah, I
where
do.
all the dads were just super wasted. Decided that it'd be a good idea to stack 4 major fireworks on top of
Right.
each other.
Hey,
Ridiculous.
put in Fortunate
Rid-
Son by CCR right here.
Like-
This is basically Vietnam is what he's about to
Ridiculous.
describe.
No.
This memory lives in
No.
me.
Yeah. So get into the story. Get
I
into the story.
remember every moment of it. It was just all of them thinking it'd be a good idea to stack 4 like big fireworks show, like actual boxes of
Yeah,
fireworks.
yeah, the ones that go pop, 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 pop,
Yeah,
pop,
like
pop.
that have like 48
Yeah.
big motor shots in them.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, who would have known? It tipped over, pointing at the crowd.
There's a
So-
crowd of like 100 people watching this.
150 people at,
Yeah.
at this at our house. So it's just everybody screaming and panic and chaos. And I remember fucking shout out to Luke Johnson, bro. Luke
Yep.
Johnson, OG. I remember seeing him run across and just get fucking domed with
Taken
the
out.
motor.
I'm
and just-
thinking of Taylor
just
Miller.
Dude, a big old bomb exploded on his back. He just got fried.
I think
the hell
everyone who
up,
was
dude.
there.
Like,
so you know the boxes to explain to the audience.
It
The
was-
boxes that have like 50 rounds and they go two.
Yeah, they
two.
just-
It went like this right as they run away and it's
Yeah,
about to
just
go and it
tips
just goes
right towards
you're the
the
crowd.
crowd.
It goes and all of a sudden everyone goes, oh, it just starts running.
It's just explosions
And my
everywhere.
memory of it, I'm running. You see Luke Johnson. I'm running next to Taylor Miller. I went to middle school with, and I'm running, and I just am looking around, and there's like literally things just blowing up in front of us,
Explosions
and I see Taylor
everywhere,
just
dude.
running and just going, just getting nailed by
It
it.
was actual bodies just
Yeah,
dropping
yeah.
everywhere. Like, oh god.
Were you there for that one?
Let me stop you there. So so we're a little bit of a younger generation. You know?
Right.
We're the Gen Zs of this world.
Yeah.
And you know, you listen to the older generations talk about where were you
Yeah,
on
fucking boomers.
stop. Where were you on 9/11? You know, that's what they ask each other.
I was.
Dude, I was
You know,
sitting
stop.
in my mom's
Stop.
arms.
I wasn't
Yeah.
asking you. I was prefacing the question.
Oh, my bad.
But so I was prefacing the question just because, you know, the question for us is where were you on the Yantas 4th of July?
right,
yeah,
that's right.
on God.
Because
Yeah.
I
On
remember.
God.
Who
I
did you
was
watch
running.
get taken out?
I
by
was
a fire?
running.
Yeah.
I was dying. You know, I got kicked in the calf by
Dude.
one of those fireworks, and
Yeah.
it was game.
Dude,
over.
it was
Yeah.
all it was all for yourself, that situation. I mean,
Yeah, free for
It
all.
really
free
was.
for all.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It was intense.
mean,
Those are
yeah.
some good times. Do you think
Those
that's
were-
when we first met,
So,
maybe?
so I think
Probably.
No.
because I
I feel-
remember
no, that was-
myself and
it
my
was early.
well, I mean obviously, but myself and my brother's Max. That was when we'd sleep over at your guys' house
Yeah,
after
Right,
the July
that's
party.
true.
Like that was like the one time
That's
we'd hang
true.
out
Yeah.
every year. You
Well,
know?
so
And
people.
and I remember you had like a gerbil or a hamster or whatnot.
Yeah, Evan.
Yeah,
Evan.
yeah. I remember that.
Evan used to pee on anyone besides me, and it made me really happy.
Was it you who fucking
Isaac
dug him
taught
up
him
that
that.
one year and got traumatized?
I buried him. I don't know if I dug him
I
up.
remember
I don't
someone-
know why I
I-
would dig him up.
Oh wait, no, it was the
What?
dog. No, it was my bad.
Pause.
My bad. That was Lexi, the dog.
Oh, okay.
Our-
Not
dog-
Lexi. your
not
girlfriend.
Lexi, your
no,
girlfriend.
not
She
my
was- she
girlfriend.
wasn't
Our
down there
family's dog
clawing
is
at the
named
dirt.
Lexi.
You guys are
And-
talking right over each
Yeah.
other.
Our family's dog is named Lexi, and she dug up Isaac's dead.
Now I'm
hamster.
imagining Lexi, your girlfriend,
Like
God.
just clawing.
just in the backyard. We're like, "What are you doing back there, Lex?" Just digging up Evan.
That would make me very suspicious.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would.
But
Why is that?
Yo, what up, Mariana?
Mariana talks through Dom.
So we got a Mariana question here.
This question is brought to you by Mariana Yanta. We got a couple Yantas in the building here. What's she
Dude,
asking?
I got a perfect story for this fucking question, dog.
So we
I
got
got a
Isaac and
perfect
Augie on the
fucking
mic.
story.
We got Specs. Shout out to Specs.
Specs
he's-
Hodge, our
he's-
brilliant
he's-
producer.
He's doing a lot
Yes,
of work
sir.
out here.
Yeah.
Is there a shortage of sexy grandmas?
Yeah.
You know,
That's all. Read the next one because that's an easy
So
one. Yes.
Well,
Um,
for sexy.
go ahead.
Can I quick just
Go
okay,
ahead.
a very quick story that actually happened from a coworker of ours that we work with. It was Anthony. Shout out to Anthony if you ever listen to this.
I already know it.
But dude, he told me once he was in a customer's house, very like these very welcoming older couple, relatively 70 years old, invite him in. Husband comes up to
I'm
ask.
turned on
Dude,
already.
husband comes up to ask him, "Hey, would it be all right if my wife followed you around to watch you clean today naked?" And of course he goes in his mind, "No, I don't want to have your 70-year-old wife."
But what did he say?
Drop her gown. He says, and I
Customer's
quote,
always right.
He says, and I quote, "Do whatever makes you feel comfortable. It's your
Risky
own.
move.
It's your own house."
Risky move.
Then, of course,
Can you
she
tell the
dropped-
people? Can you tell the people what you do for a living too?
Oh yeah, we are carpet cleaners for
We'll bleep that out. But
Yeah,
your
but-
carpet cleaners.
carpet cleaners.
And your carpet cleaners, and I wanted to make the joke that Anthony was cleaning a different kind of carpet that day.
Yeah, he really was, and had 80-year-old grandma
So she-
proceed to follow him around in the house naked.
And
for
that's
about
a
an
long
hour.
time. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
and he was saying that she was jiggling her tits in front of him, like offering him cookies. Like literally, she
what
had
kind of cookies?
she had baked cookies and was following him
Specs
around,
looking good.
jiggling her tits while he was cleaning her house.
Pause.
like,
We're getting a little bit too deep.
like, no, that's what I'm saying. bro.
Conversation
So there's
change.
to get back to the point. There's definitely some sexy grandmas that are out there.
Yeah.
trying to get that young
Yeah.
steed, if you know what I mean.
Right. You guys into older ladies?
No. Okay, so-
personally, nah.
I
so
am.
Let's.
I am too.
Shit,
Yeah.
shit.
You guys are weird.
Well, dude, I mean, like, I know a guy that you can call.
Or
I don't. I mean, personally, I don't.
You're getting so defensive right now. You're like, as soon as the conversation starts, Dom's like, Nope. Next time, I don't know anyone. I don't know anybody who's into that.
Never have, never will. I mean,
Emma Thompson.
Emma Thompson.
so
Oh yeah. Yep.
Dude,
Yep.
She scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, to be honest with you.
yeah, that
Nanny
lady's-
McPhee.
That lady's a
Did
little.
you guys
Nanny
ever
McPhee?
watch? Yeah, Nanny McPhee.
Dude, anything you've watched, I've watched.
She
We watched them all together.
fucking terrified the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Was she the nanny? She wasn't.
Yeah,
the
she
nanny.
was the
What
nanny.
movie
Nanny
was this?
McPhee.
Can you look
dude.
that up?
Nanny
Emma Thompson.
McPhee. Nanny McPhee. I shit you not. Emma Thompson was the nanny.
We're talking
Yep,
about.
Nanny McPhee 3.
I've never seen or heard of this show. in
Emma
my life.
Thompson.
Oh wow.
She,
That's scary.
See, bro?
Okay, that would scare me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
That
going-
would scare
going
me.
from-
As a kid, seeing that
Yeah,
face,
no.
like I would be like, hell
That's
to the
that's the one.
hell to
That's-
the no.
That side by
That's a
side's
little scary.
crazy
Right?
because she is gorgeous.
Right. It
That's-
doesn't look anything
Not
like.
that Nanny McPhee isn't gorgeous.
Right, exactly. Like
I wouldn't say that.
No,
That's
don't
the
get me
face of a
wrong.
witch.
Nanny McPhee, she's a fucking dope lady. Like she's cool and
She's
whatnot.
awesome.
She's
Yeah.
awesome, but like
What?
damn, she scares me, Brand.
I'm gonna eat some ceviche while you guys talk about Nanny McPhee.
Okay, you know what? Enough with Nanny McPhee. Let's talk about
Talk about
today's-
this.
No.
Let's talk about
pause.
today's-
Pause. Can I take control? You know,
Yeah,
I
go
like
ahead.
taking control.
I know. I can tell.
Go ahead,
Okay,
brother.
you know, you guys,
Take
you
the
guys,
reins.
you guys get off topic about Nanny McPhee.
What was the topic we were supposed to be?
I mean, you know what's the podcast about, Isaac?
Fireworks and hot old ladies.
If you were to change one thing about your podcast, what would it be?
Probably less clothing, I'd say.
Well, shit, the top's
Let's do
coming
it.
off, boys.
Can we all take our shirts off?
No,
How do we feel about that? All right.
no,
Dude, I actually
Because I
It's
don't-
Dom's pod now.
you know I don't. You know I
Shelby in the background.
I want to make everyone feel good.
Yeah, take your shirt off, dude.
No, because it would make you guys feel bad.
That was a
I
good
got
twist.
Some purple,
That was a good twist.
purple wounds on my body. Some suction wounds.
What?
Yeah,
As in like
No,
hickeys or
okay,
like you got
listen-
attacked by an octopus?
No,
Like,
no. You got attacked by the vacuum hose from work because he was. Who knows?
We're talking
knows?
about carpet cleaning.
Yeah, no, like our vacuum.
Where are these-
hoses, They have lots of suction.
Where
so
are
I
you
put-
putting the vacuum hose? Where are you putting
No,
it?
I was trying to keep it quiet for a patient. when
Yeah,
we were trying
I
to
bet
do
you
some
were.
work, and I put it on my hip. You want to see? You see that? You see that purple?
Dom, can you move your?
See that purple?
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
from the vacuum.
And I got it all over my legs and shit too, because I just would be like,
You're getting awfully close
Quiet.
to the danger zone there. That what
I
we're
mean, like-
talking about.
fuck, dude.
How much suction are we talking about? Maybe I need to start cleaning.
There's some
carpets.
pretty good suck on
There's
that vacuum.
some really good
You know,
suck on that
take
vacuum.
Mark Zuckerberg. Zuck.
If Mark Zuckerberg invented a vacuum called the Zucker, would you buy it?
Millions.
Oh,
Would you?
millions.
And would you use it for anything besides cleaning up dirt?
I'd clean up
Only time could tell.
other things in dirt. I mean,
Yep.
the Zucker.
The Zucker. It could be.
Who knows?
Maybe he'll invent it and it'll only be in the metaverse. And
I'd like that. You know,
yeah.
in the
Mark
meta.
Zuckerberg.
imagine that. Like you still have to clean in the metaverse. You're already there.
Don't get me started on the meta.
I mean, we won't go into
Don't
it, but
get me. Don't get me.
how funny would that be
started.
though? If you like, if you're in this alternate reality
your
where
house just
everything's
gets
perfect,
trashed.
but like if you don't clean up that can you set down, you have to go. It gets cluttered and like shit. It's like, why did you add that in?
It's got to be real, man. I mean,
It's gotta be real.
We're all gonna be living there eventually. Our kids won't live in the real world.
Yeah.
It's just
God bless him.
it's
Zucker
a matter
bless
of
him.
time.
Elon Musk
Dude,
bless
it really is.
We're all gonna
Metaverse is gonna
praise
take
Mark
over, man.
Zuckerberg for making us happy.
Metaverse
You know,
is gonna take over the world.
Elon Musk got the Neuralink coming out.
Elon Musk is the Lord and Savior of this podcast, and that's canon now.
Canon.
Yep, that's canon.
Canon.
So Dami,
You know that's what your family calls me.
that's a Rick Glassman bit. Dami, what was I gonna ask you? You play League of Legends professionally.
Don't get me started.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking
He
about
likes
quitting.
that.
Are you?
Oh, for real?
I'm going to quit actually, and I'm not thinking about it. I'm going to
For
quit.
real?
Really?
Shit.
Yep.
Why is that?
When
Not
did
feeling
this-
it anymore?
I'm not feeling it. I mean,
Yeah.
so
So for anyone who doesn't know, before you go into it, League of Legends is a video game, PC, and it's a competitive video game. And Domnic has a scholarship at the college he attends to play it competitively,
yep.
which
So,
is super cool. but you're not feeling it now.
So it's pretty cool. We had some recent changes and everything like that, and I kind of lost my love for it.
I would imagine if you're playing it that much, that would get old.
And I wouldn't even think it's that. I think it's just more so that it's something that you're gonna be fully invested in, and I'm not there at all, and I'm kind of done with it.
Sure.
I feel that.
You ever gotten a pentakill though, dude?
Like, to be honest,
Couple
like,
pentakills.
do you feel this way about
different.
it now? At least for like before, it would be super fun when we were kids to like all get
Oh,
together
yeah, I
as
mean,
friends
Right,
and play.
right.
We're like now.
It was great.
Now you
we're
have
now,
to.
We're now
Yeah.
when you have to actually like
Yep.
pay somewhat for your college.
That's-
kind
Yeah, I
of
mean,
like
so-
takes
so-
the fun out of
you,
it.
you have to think about it like this. So you're a kid. Your mom.
I'm an
dad,
adult, dude.
Your mom, dad makes you go to soccer practice, and you're like, I don't want to go to soccer practice.
right.
I don't want to kick that ball around.
Right.
It doesn't sound fun.
Yeah.
I know your guys' father was an excellent soccer
He
player,
was,
one
yeah.
of the best.
Yeah, state champion.
Incredibly
Papa
good.
John.
Papa John.
Yeah.
But so, anyways,
But if you're in the backyard with a bunch of homies playing soccer,
it's
that's a
fun.
different story.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
If my homies hit me up and they're like, "Hey, let's mess around on some video games," that sounds great. But
Yeah.
when you have a coach, someone in a role superior, telling you, "Hey, let's get this done,"
Right.
you kind of lose that feeling. You're like,
That makes sense.
"I don't want to,"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that applies to everything in life? Like, do you think?
So I think.
Well, hold on,
have you
hold on.
ever told?
Ah!
Do you think if you were a professional, like anything, like something that you would think you could never get sick of? What's something you would think you
So-
could never get sick of, Augie?
I've been really thinking about it recently, and what I've been thinking about for career-wise, what I really want to do at least for a few years, like that I probably would never get like bored
Race
of.
car driver.
Is,
Yeah.
I mean, always of course,
Right.
race car
Yeah.
driver.
He's
But
got a need for speed.
recently, like a more realistic one is a skydiving instructor.
Okay, but do you
That-
think if you jumped out of a plane every day for 10 years, you would by year 10 be like,
I mean,
and that's like
of
the most
cour-
high intensity,
Of course, you get used to it, just like anything.
yeah,
But still, jumping out of a fucking plane.
it's pretty high intensity.
It's like to be honest, even doing it that many times, it's still like, oh, I'm jumping out of a
I'm
fucking
jumping out of a plane. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
jumping out of a
That's a good
fucking
point.
plane.
Yeah.
You know,
That
know,
feeling doesn't go
like
away.
that
No way.
feeling doesn't go.
That's a pretty
away.
extreme
And
example
like
for
if
sure.
if anything, it's literally just like thinking about it. Like I am jumping out of a plane. Like it does it like. I don't know.
Right.
And that at least for me, because I like adrenaline type of things.
Totally.
Where-
What's something you don't think you would ever
Yeah.
get sick of, Dom?
Something I would never get sick of would be making people laugh.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the greatest things you can do in the world is
Hell yeah.
seeing joy out of other people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just
You make me cry every night when you
You
don't.
know,
when you don't send me
unfortunately, Isaac,
pictures.
unfortunately, you're one of those people I like to abuse.
That is unfortunate.
Canceled myself.
Yep.
Um,
Slap it on him. He's
But
canceled.
yeah, I mean, seriously, one of the things I would never not enjoy would be
League of Legends. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna take
that's
a quick
false,
break.
False.
We're gonna take a real quick break. Yeah. Okay, man. All right, that's on camera.
Are we taking a break?
You fiend. We're gonna take a break, but when we come back, we're gonna make a little song. Does that sound cool? Is that cool? Are we cool? Is this cool?
No.
All right, we'll be right back. Hey, hear a word from our sponsor.
Start clapping from the chair. I'm a sitter now.
You watch Mr. Rogers and he really mellowed out.
All right.
All right.
You know, Isaac, what are you eating there?
I'm eating a delicious omelet that Kobe, my brother Kobe Yonta
You know,
made.
so Colby's a great cook, right?
Excellent. Absolutely wonderful
It
cook.
really is.
You know, I think I know a place where we got even better cooks who cook even better food.
Careful,
than
dude.
ants.
You better say the right name here.
What do we got going on?
Can I
Isaac?
fill it in for you? Kobe just kicked the camera. That's how mad he got right there.
He's about to
Yeah,
throw down.
yeah. Well, Kobe, I think it'll be okay once I tell you what we're comparing you to, because you're on another plateau. Sapori di Sicilia in Winona, Minnesota, Italian style authentic cafe, homemade gelato, homemade pasta, capicola sandwiches, all sorts of sandwiches. You got good local beers. You got no fears at Sapori di Sicilia.
fears, baby.
They're a new sponsor of the podcast. You guys haven't had Sapori before?
Never.
I think tomorrow we talked about this with
going there
on our
tomorrow.
last episode with some other
Robin
people.
Thinking about it.
Yeah,
Though.
we're gonna get in there.
It's gonna be great.
First time for you too?
Sapporo.
Mariana's never had it. I think we're going to Sapporo tomorrow.
Sapporo's the move.
Sapporo.
We're going
I
to
hope
Sapporo.
you guys go to
We
Sapporo as well.
Exactly. We hope you'll be at Sapporo. We'll see you there. I'm there all the time. Thank you for sponsoring the pod, Sapporo. Thank you for listening, and keep on enjoying this episode about fireworks and how Dom's a
Whatever
confident.
else we talk
Dom is a Dom. That's the end of that. Specs is like about to clap, and then he went, fuck it. Hey, let's jam, daddy-os. Oh, Dommy wants to sing. He said, I am the best man on this pod. All other guests are inferior, let me tell you.
Is looking at me like I'm really sexy. Ooh, I'm getting Jeff Goldblum tonight.
And then Dommy came in and he said,
Isaac doesn't know what he's singing.
and this is
sucks at the drums.
this is Gaston's. Hit me with it, Augie. You talk now. It's your turn. Go ahead. You talk. You say.
The Teletubbies own the world.
That was Gaston. I picked a bad chord progression that I can't keep up with. Yeah, that was Gaston. Yeah, Gaston.
Guest house, take off your socks and let me lick.
Could you clap just once for my own sanity? Thank you.
Hey, so quick question, you guys. Have
What's
you
up?
ever been threatened by an elderly person?
Never.
That-
Every
like-
time I look at them, I'm like, wow, you look better than me, and I'm threatened by that.
But like realistically, in like in
Well,
your
thanks,
past,
man. Thank you.
no, have you ever been threatened by an elderly person?
Like vocally threatened?
Like vocally threatened that they will like
No,
try to kill you.
I don't think I
Nope.
have. I can't say
Never.
that's ever happened to me.
Never.
Really.
Yeah.
So Augie, let me stop you.
That's it. Hey, Augie, let me stop you. So what's up? What's next? Hey, can you grab that list? We have more questions brought to us by Mariana.
Yeah.
Mariana Yanta. These
Mariana
questions
Yanta,
submitted
she-
by Mariana Yanta.
So you know how philosophers take some time to come up with whatever they're talking about.
right.
Mariana took some good hours to come up with these
She
three
did.
questions.
She was
and
sitting on this couch earlier. She
want-
was channeling your energy.
We want to make sure that we channel that energy back into this pod.
Yes.
So we got, what's 2 words that should never be said together?
Oof.
So two is kind of a tricky situation because
Yeah, one's descriptive.
how
I
much
feel
could you
like.
say with 2? You got to have an adjective
Yeah,
and
it's
you
gotta
got to
be.
have a noun.
Right, I would say so.
White power.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's a really, that's a
pretty
very good. Yeah.
Never be said.
No,
And
Yeah.
I'm
not
want
gonna lie.
the listeners to know that I was just answering the question.
Dude, you literally have a southern twang you got thrown on
That
your
was
voice
bad.
there.
That was
No, but
bad.
it was there for the white power, and then it kept going. You went, I literally want the listeners to know.
So yeah, you know about like that one clip of Adam Driver?
I feel like I know who that is, but I don't.
Driver.
Is that is he a magician?
You know, no,
Wait,
don't
wait.
look it up, Specs. Don't look it up.
Wait.
So do you guys know who Kylo Ren is?
Oh yeah, I know Adam
so
Driver.
so
scene,
so do
dude,
you,
that scene
no
in
so
that-
it's not a
in that
Star Wars
movie.
movie.
Hey,
It's
they're
a
all-
different
they're all-
movie,
I know that.
and you don't
fucking
want to look
scene.
it up. Don't
No,
look
that
for the
scene is
viewers.
so bad.
Don't look it up. Augie's
that-
that.
No.
Canceled.
You're ridiculous,
You're getting so
You're
high
ridiculous.
on power right now,
dude. I'm gonna actually.
Augie, no, 100%. You're not that.
I'm gonna be killed.
What's 2 words?
Like,
that
dude,
can't
if
go
you've
together?
Two
seen
words.
that
Augie-
scene,
I
it is
haven't.
so fucked
It's
up,
bad.
man. It is
It's
so
bad.
fucked up.
Is that-
I'm
Augie
so
is not
surprised
that.
that they even like let
yeah.
that movie air
It was
over
bad.
that
What
scene,
movie?
bro. Like,
so after the pod,
yeah, after the pod we'll show you, but it is
it's bad.
an absolutely ridiculous.
Is it bad enough to where we don't even want to tell them what it is?
No.
Okay.
Don't look it up. Viewer discretion advised for
Yeah.
sure.
All right.
Like, it is
Well,
so fucked
disregard all that then.
Disregard it.
I'm so surprised that he even agreed to fucking do it.
Yeah,
Foolish
I mean,
move.
Rule.
Okay, well, what's
so,
two
so
words?
let's
What's
get
two
back
words?
on it.
Yeah. What's
Two
two
words that should never be said. Moist eyeballs.
I feel like eyeballs should be moist though.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, they are moist.
You don't want 'em to be
constantly
dry.
'cause
But-
you're blinking.
Yeah.
So
to keep
when
it
you
from
think of
being dry.
moist, you think of yourself deep in a swamp. You think of yourself deep in a swamp and you're hot and you're sweaty. The mosquitoes are buzzing, and they're not just buzzing; they're buzzing. You know when you're sitting out there. Have you ever been camping? You know, you're camping in your tent and you're, and all of a sudden you're itching. You're like, what the heck is that? All of a sudden you're slapping yourself. You're hurting yourself. Buzzing. I'm talking about moist. That type of moist.
I hope you know
what I'm
that
talking
Fortunate
about?
Son was playing over the whole thing right there.
The whole
and it was
thing.
zooming in on your face. Like you're getting Vietnam flashbacks with fireworks shows.
Maybe it's playing. We have copyright to deal with.
We do have.
Oh, we do have to worry about that now, don't we?
That's a real thing.
Fuck.
We have sponsors here on this podcast.
I'm going to do it with my mouth.
Speaking of sponsors, I'd like everyone. I don't know when this podcast will air, but tomorrow, February 19th, I believe, we got Sugar Lads
Yeah.
playing at.
This will definitely not be.
It was a great show.
Amazing.
It was
Amazing.
quite fun.
Sugar lads.
Thanks. Hey, thank you guys for coming on. Two words that should never be said together: green eggs. Ham's cool.
And ham.
Green
Ham's
eggs.
cool.
Dude,
Yeah.
out of like the most OG childhood book in the world, Green Eggs and Ham.
Green eggs and ham, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys are the most OG.
Yeah. Can I say one more thing?
Go ahead.
So this is PT1. For everyone who liked listening, for anyone who didn't like listening.
Part one.
I'm sorry, and I'm sorry you have to listen to my voice over whatever audio you're listening to. You know, I know it sucks, but we might have a PT2 coming out
We might have a
sometime
PT2.
in the future. We'll see what the future holds. Obviously, we're living in the present.
That's right. Augie, Dom, thanks for coming on. Thank you for tuning into the podcast. If you haven't already, follow Isaacs_Pod Show on Instagram. We have a TikTok. We post little cheeky videos on there. You can obviously listen to this anywhere. You can also watch it on YouTube. And if you don't, like, comment, and subscribe. These two are going to... What are you going to do them if they don't?
Die.
That seems to be a consistent... People think they're going to die if you don't. Their lives are in your hands. But also, I'll kill you. Kobe will kill you.
You know, Isaac's held a knife to my throat before.
Thanks for
All right,
listening.
have a good night, guys.